Now, one of the longest running debates within human beings is where is the location of change? There seems to be so many things wrong with the world, but what exactly is the problem? Now, a different way to approach this issue is actually to consider what is working. So if we could figure out how to work what's working, we could simply exclude whatever this mysterious problem is that's causing so many difficulties. In order to see this, the first step, unfortunately, is the hardest, and that is taking full creational responsibility for every single problem you see in the world. Now you would say, but I'm not responsible for the destruction and the death and disease that is ruining our planet. Of course you're not. However, you create the judgment that those things are evil. You're making the world in your likeness. All the horrors that you see are your fabrications. You're not actually looking at the world how it is. You're looking at it through a lens of yourself. And the reason you're seeing so much malfunction in the world around you is because you, as a spiritual being, are that malfunction. But to see that, you must take full creational responsibility, saying that all the malfunction is of your likeness. Then you can understand the value of full creational glory. As human beings, we're trying to feast ourselves on this material world. We put food and sensations and visual images into our body, hoping that it will somehow sink down to the soul and fill our aching desires. Of course, this doesn't work. The material world exists to express the spiritual. So a good example is a flower. A flower is a very temporary thing. It grows, it's very beautiful for a short period of time, and then it goes back to the dust. This is how all material things work. And they're supposed to do this because they want to express and then return to dust, and then express and then return back to the dust. This is how it works. If you'd like an example of this, sit down with a pen and paper and write a list of all the thoughts that you've forgotten about. Then write a list of all the emotions that you don't recall feeling, and then all the actions that you don't remember doing. You've had a lot of thoughts, emotions, and actions, and they just return to dust, and then new ones prop up, much like flowers, because they're designed to express you. Therefore, you must leave all the glory in the material world. You can't take it with you. You can't tax it. You can't eat it. Your soul cannot contain material elements. The world around you, your mind, heart, and body, are here to express you. So leave the glory of those creations in the world that created them. They're not for you. And that's what allows us to understand the essential nature of full creational control. You do not exist to control this world. This world functions properly without you. It's been doing so for millennia, and it will do so long after you're gone. You must give control over to the world. When we try to control creation, we have this strange inner nature that we want to make it good. We'll make you beautiful, world, and I'll fix all your problems. And creation says, well, who said that I have problems? Who says that I'm functioning incorrectly? Because the earth is not malfunctioning. It is the human soul. You say, but how can that be possible with the disease and the death and the destruction? Creation, remember, is designed to materially express spiritual souls. So all the material malfunctions have been good expressions of malfunctioning souls. You see problems in the world because you are the problem. And here comes the great irony. When you change as a spiritual being, the world around you will not change. Why? Because it's still working correctly, and it will continue working correctly. It will continue materially expressing your spiritual soul. But if your soul happens to change, you'll simply give the world something different to express. But that doesn't change the way the world works. You're just a different soul providing a different source of expression for the world around you. So creation already works, making you the location of change.